Hello, everybody. How's it going? Sen here, the Boom Bap Kid, the Return of the Jedi. You know what it is. I'm going to be starting a series called Why Is That So Hard? Why is this so unnecessarily hard? Why are people talking about sidechaining and it makes no sense? Or why are people sending delays to a bus track when they're only putting it on one track? Like, why don't they just put it on the track? Like, what are they doing? Like, what are these kids doing? Like, I see so many videos, and I saw so many videos when I was learning how to make music that I was just like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, why aren't they explaining this? What? And so that's why I'm here to explain some of those things in a series, and hopefully squash your fear of these topics when they come up in other videos. So to start off, this video we are going to be talking about sends versus inserts. So the thing that confused me when I was first starting is they'd make a bus for like one effect, like a delay or a reverb, and then they'd only send it to the one track. So let's rename this track. This is my synth melody, and I'll solo this. Something I sound design, because you know I'm the best sound designer. I mean, like, it's hard to debate at this point, especially for boom bap productions, but I don't want to get into that. So we got this. Let's solo that again. We'll go back to the whole thing in a bit. Okay, so I have a little bit of EQ on here, but other than that, it's just running through the phases. Yeah, so there's a little bit of EQ on here, but other than that, there is nothing. That is all designed in the Korg Triton, and something I left out was the reverb, and that's what we're going to focus on for the first part of this video. I'm going to show you what reverb looks like as a send versus an insert on this track, and what you should do depending on what you're looking for in your music. So the best way to do this is to see this in context of everything that I have right now. So I have a background pad that I designed to match in with my melody really nice, and I just have some basic drums. These, we'll swing them a little bit just to give it some flavor, why not? Okay, cool. That definitely needs some reverb, and that's where I have two options now. But before I go into these two options, I have to discuss, what am I trying to do? Do I want to make this airy? Do I want this to have space, or do I want to amplify this with the reverb? Do I want to add width and presence? So for this, I want to add a little bit of presence, and I just want a little bit of reverb. So, in my mind, if I didn't want the whole spatial and I just want a little bit more presence and I want a little bit more space, I would use a send. Using a send on reverb is going to give you less of a kind of change to the audio and more of just like an increase of the presence of the audio. So I'll show both of these examples now. Let's solo this. This is with no reverb of anything. Now I'm going to put on the send. See, this isn't like the traditional like reverb in the sense of it's just filling out your space. It's making everything really airy. Let's turn this off, and now let's compare this to about the same type of reverb on the send. So I think this is just at a, let's see, this is at, okay. See, as here we did the classic reverb thing where it's just washed. You lose a lot of presence. I'll show you where I would want that. So I'm gonna listen to it at 0, mix it in. I probably want it about here. So compared to the dry, now let's compare that to the send. Now the send. The send reverb is definitely like strong arming it. And if you see over here on our bus that we made, I put stupid bus because I was originally gonna have this at stupid bus, but don't mind that. I thought that the send would not work for the reverb on that as much as it did, so I was proven wrong, and that's why you should always test this shit. But let's just put reverb bus on here, and then we have the reverb locked at 100 because it's a send and you're mixing it in through your send volume. Okay, cool. So that works really well. What is also nice about the sends, if you have a stack and you're doing audio design, so say I want my pad to also fit in the same space as my melody, I can now just send this to the same bus. Mix that into taste. Pretty low. And now we're kind of giving these the same space, and this will also save your CPU from exploding if you wanted to put the reverb on both of your channels, which is a very common, what most people expect you to do for a bus is to combine certain effects. Like your drum tracks, you want all pieces of your drums to be compressed together so that there's like a glue. That makes sense. It's also makes sense that you don't want to put your compressor on every single drum channel because now they're not together. They're not combined. They're not. The audio forms are still separate, so you're not going to get the same result. But with sends, it can go both ways, depending on if you want to do audio design or if you just want to like amplitude your track, which is what the sends are more going to do. They're more going to enhance your track with volume and presence, and it's more of like a mixing technique than a sound design technique. If you're trying to make a really like shoegazy type of pad with a lot of reverb, I would not suggest this. And even if I wanted to take my just realized that was on my drum track. I was just let's delete that. Holy shit. Now let's try mixing this here. That sounds a lot better. And now both of these are in kind of the same space. They're both like amplified, they're up front in the mix, and they're together, which is exactly what I want with the type of beat like this. Of course, I'm going to turn this volume down comparative to the drums because of the type of music I make. Just the boom bap, you want your drums to be up in your face pumping. But if you're not making music like that, then this is the presence that you want, and you do want this presence even if your volume is turned down. It's going to make your beat stand out. So that's really what I have to say about this. If you want to sound design and make a really airy pad, just insert it on your track. If you want your reverb to be more presence enhancing, and you want to do a change in the mix on the track, then I would suggest sending it. And yeah, that's what I have to say on the sends and the insert channels when people are doing one bus ads for reverb. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like and subscribe if you learned anything from this video. I know this was a very confusing part of learning music production when I started, and both situations are valid and viable. You can do them both in conjunction with each other just because of how different they are, and I hope your music can sound more how you want it to, which is the goal. So I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys make some killer beats like right after this video. Like, go open up your DAW and just start killing that shit, you know? I'll see you in the next video. We're doing tons of videos. We're doing videos and everything. Peace out.